This video is sponsored by AG1 by Athletic Greens. Breakfast. Sometimes I put these shades down just because we got to park everything outside right now because, you know, we don't have a shed. So I like to try to keep some of the sun from beating up on the interior of the tractors. I'm busy, so I spend time investing in a lot of junk that I shouldn't be eating, and I actually work out a fair amount. So I need something that can help me recover and have focus, because when you're dealing with big equipment like this, you gotta be focused. This AG1 by Athletic Greens right here is way more than some sort of a greens powder. It's a nutritional drink that actually has 75 different ingredients in it, including vitamins, minerals, superfoods, all the stuff that I don't get from gas station hot dogs. It's super convenient. All you do is put 1 scoop in 8 ounces of water or a travel packet, and you're good to go. And the stuff tastes pretty good. If you guys are interested for yourselves, all you gotta do is go to athleticgreens.com/millennialfarmer and get started on your order. What do you think, dog? Right now, they're gonna give my community, you guys, a free year's supply of immune supporting vitamin D with your order and 5 free travel packs. athleticgreens.com/millennialfarmer. So this is a liquid applicator cart from J&M. I'd love to tell you a little more about it right now, but I don't know that much about it. I've never used one of these. Side dressing liquid nitrogen just isn't very common around here, but we've got some 28% coming from a local co-op. We're gonna fill that up. I've got the J&M guys headed here to make sure that I know what I'm doing with this thing. And then we've got a couple 100 acres that we're gonna side dress and see how it goes. Isn't that right, Didge? I bet your buddy's gonna come. Hey, Anna, look at, I'm petting Didge. What do you see? Oh, the kids are awake. Go get them, go get the kids. I better go say good morning to the girls. On a side note here, they got the bin about half cleaned up and they got a empty dumpster sitting over there, so hopefully that's completely gone by the end of the day. All the girls are good, and I hear the excavator running down here, so I'm gonna go see if I can watch them smashing some bin into a dumpster. Dang it, he almost had it. I know what it's like to have people watch you work, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. They've got 2 excavators running now. They're going to town. There's not a lot of steel left laying there, so hopefully between their truck and that dumpster they can fit it in. Meanwhile, I got the J&M guys here. We got the controller set up. We don't have product yet, but we're gonna run out into the field and unfold it and I think kind of show me what's going on, just because this is all new to me. So we've got a Raven controller here, which I've seen a million times, but I don't know that I've ever actually worked with a Raven controller. You can really see where the end rows were wet and compacted, what kind of difference that's making. I think we had some cleaner in the sprayer here as we killed off a little bit, but you can see it. So the corn is coming up. It's growing, but it's inconsistent. About time to get some nitrogen on this stuff. They talked me through unfolding it here, and we're setting depth right now. So we've got these depths fairly close, around roughly 4 inches. We've only gone 50 feet here, but one of the things I'm noticing is it's sticking to the coulters quite a bit. Our ground is just sticky like that, and we haven't had rain here for 10 days to 2 weeks, so I'm hoping this field is dry enough to go. This is going to be one of our driest fields. Still don't have product in there, but we're going to pick up our speed and see if, you know, just running at 6 miles an hour, because we were creeping along at 1 or 2 maybe, so we're going to see if some speed will help the stickiness. That looks a lot drier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That looks a lot better.
It's throwing some dirt in a couple of spots.
We're gonna raise everything up about 1 inch, so they've got, it's as simple as spacers on the main frame there, just to stop the cylinders 1 inch sooner. And then on the wing wheels here, they actually, we just pull a pin, we can drop them on up and down. There's adjustment holes there. We've got our depth looking pretty consistent here. I feel like I've got a good handle on things. It's a fairly simple machine so far. So we're gonna fold up, and the co-op's gonna be here in about an hour with our... In the meantime, we're gonna run to lunch, get that out of the way, and then we'll get some product and get going here, and I think this is gonna go pretty well. Lunch was good, and we had to wait a little bit, but we got the truck here filling now, so we're up to about 1,000 gallons in there. Just connects right at the back here, just a regular banjo valve, and we're loading in. Look at that gang over there. That's a meeting of the minds right there. Then we're going to use the spray trailer here, connect up to this, and we're going to fill the other tanks inside there, so we've got some storage. I'm applicating. I'm happy to see that a lot of this field actually looks pretty decent. There's definitely some compaction zones over there. There's some areas where we drive in and out of the field. There's areas like this that got way too much rain, but overall, it doesn't look that bad. Things look a lot better to me now than I would have said they were going to look a few weeks ago when we were finishing up planting. So that's a good thing. We've had a ton of heat lately. Things are actually growing pretty quickly. There's still plenty of moisture in the ground. There's spots where a lot of this soil is sticking to the coulters. That's just a product of our sticky soil, but overall this is going pretty good. It's a nice night to sit out here. We spent some time getting everything level and even. We moved the hitch a little bit to get everything level. We've got our rate going. I'm going 48 gallons to the acre right now, and I am driving slower than I need to because of the moisture in our sticky soil. It's actually flipping a lot of soil kind of out of the trench, and I don't like that because I don't like introducing soil into the plants because you can get diseases from that later on in the season. I just don't like it. So I'm driving like 5 to 6 miles an hour, but realistically I could be going quite a bit quicker. There's no warning to let you know when the tank is starting to go low. I did reset it on the Raven and I set it for 1,800 gallons, but I'm pretty sure, judging by the rate we were doing and the amount of acres we got done, that we were just about 150 gallons short in there compared to what we thought, probably because it's sitting on a little incline when we filled it. So I think it's going good. It's a pretty simple system. There's not a bunch of sensors on it, or I don't think there's any sensors on it. It's got the old ball in the sight glass deal up front. It's got the Raven system, which is easy to run. It's pretty simple, honestly, so far. I'm actually enjoying running it. I like it. So we're just using our spray trailer here, and instead of having water up front in those green tanks, we've got the 28% in there. We're pumping it right through the hose and into the tank here. It's got a really simple sight glass right there, so you can watch it climb all the way up to 1,800, and that dust is being created by my son whipping donuts with his razor, as a good boy should. Some of us are trying to load here. Seems like our pump is a lot slower than the one that guy had on that semi. It took a few minutes. I think it loads slow because it's so thick or something. I don't know. It seemed to take a little while with our pump, but we're ready to go again. Boy, the clouds definitely rolled in while I was spraying. It was sunny when I pulled in the yard. This thing actually folds and unfolds pretty easily as well. Just lift it out of the cradle. Open up the wings here. It takes a second. And you can run it right at this stance right here if you, for whatever reason, wanted to apply only at 40 feet. Otherwise, fold these main wings down. I think I'm getting pretty lucky. It looks like it's raining about 5 miles east of here. You can really see the difference here up on this drier, sandier hill, where it's not sticking to the coulters and the soil isn't being pulled up. It's doing a lot nicer job right here. Not that it isn't doing a good job in the other areas, it's just something I noticed. It's definitely pulling soil up in the other areas and slinging it. That's why I'm driving a little bit slower. Hey, there comes the sunshine. Everything's moving off to the north and the east, it looks like. There's my company. Isla wanted to go for a ride.
I came to drop squeaks off.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right, watch your arms. There you go. Your brother give you a ride?
Mm-hmm.
Your hair's all messed up. There he goes. Here we go. What do you think? You've never ridden with this thing, have you?
No.
Not yet?
Well, last year, but it's the first time this year.
Well, we didn't even have this thing last year. I've never run this before. What did you do today, Isla? Did you do anything fun?
Not really.
Not really. Did you set up your store with your sister again and sell anything?
No.
No? It's pretty windy again today, wasn't it? Yeah.
I was just open for like a minute.
You were just open for like a minute, no customers came by? Isla and I ran it out of 28%, so we're gonna go back and fill again. And then I'll make a decision whether or not I'm gonna do another tank load tonight or not. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna load this up and I'll be up at the house in 15 minutes, okay?
Okay, should I go up at the house?
You can, or you can stay with me if you want. You wanna stay with me? It's a tough decision. Loading. The kids have spoken and they would prefer that their dad quits for the night now that it's 8 o'clock. They just want me to go in and grill some supper with them. So I'm gonna do that. I've got that thing loaded again. Tomorrow shouldn't be much of a problem to finish off the 160 acres that I've got left out there. Shouldn't be too bad, so I'm not too worried about it at this point. That bin is gone. That makes me happy. Well, I guess a bunch of it's still there in that dumpster, but it will be gone. All right, we'll catch you next time on Millennial Farmer. I am now into day number 2 of working with this Nitro Grow applicator. I've got 137 acres done. Just refilled my tank here. Things have been going pretty good, but it's kind of the same old, same old. I come out here, I do 37, 38 acres. I go in the yard, I fill up. I come back out here, I do 37, 38 acres. I go in the yard, I fill up. So I think the most appropriate thing to do would be to get out the GoPro and do a montage.